and that you and I remain in our sins with no hope. So yes, it would be the most significant archaeological find in history if it were true. According to the film's producers, their claims are based on expert opinions of world-famous scientists, archaeologists, statisticians, DNA specialists, and antiquities experts. Simply hearing that was good enough for the mainstream media. Virtually every news account accepted the claims without question. One news report proclaimed, although the cave was discovered nearly 30 years ago and the casket inscriptions decoded 10 years ago, the filmmakers are the first to establish that the cave was in fact the burial site of Jesus and his family. Apparently, the filmmakers have established this as fact. That explains the headlines they set forth: Jesus burial site found, ancient tomb may contain Jesus, and Titanic director finds lost tomb of Jesus. MSNBC reports that there is only one logical conclusion to the evidence found in this family tomb. If the disciples took the body, there's only one thing they could have done with it. They would have reburied it. If Jesus was reburied, his family would have waited for his flesh to disappear and then stored his bones in an ossuary, sealed away forever deep in the recesses of his family tomb. So there you have it. His disciples hid the body, then they started worshiping at the empty tomb, knowing full well it was a lie. The question that begs to be asked is, why? But the filmmakers didn't ask that question. It might have spoiled their fun and their story. And the media never asked that question. After all, if a filmmaker says it, especially an Oscar-winning filmmaker, it must be true. No corroboration required. I'll be back in a moment. Folks, in the light of all of the reported tonight, we've put together a very special package for you. It's composed of three things. It's called Answers for the Last Hour. And it's composed of a book that gives you an understanding of how to claim the promises of God, especially in critical times. It's called Faith for Earth's Final Hour. This will help develop your faith in a way that you wouldn't think would be possible. Also, it's important to understand Islam. The everlasting hatred, the roots of jihad, goes into history and does a full analysis of what is Islam, what it believes, what the Quran says, and how you can understand it today. And finally, we have a DVD or a VHS called Evidence